For my entire childhood, my best friend and I did absolutely everything together. One of my fondest memories is of us regularly watching all three Lord of the Rings movies and then play acting as if we were part of the story. We watched those movies so much that the boundaries of the orc world and our world began to fade. It became that everything in our world had a connection with theirs. We spent hours sword fighting in the backyard, reenacting favourite battle scenes between Aragorn and the orcs. When we had these fights, it was like we were stepping into another world. Our imagination propelled us into these scenes as if we were the characters, fighting and jumping and hiding behind objects. But we always made sure to keep an eye out for each other. The only downside about going to my friend's house was that his tradie father was either always angry or asleep in his shed. Sometimes I'd pretend he was the evil Balrog, asleep in his dark dungeon, and to wake him would be the end of us all. I always hoped that his dark, angry ways would never rub off on my best friend, although as the years progressed, it seemed as though exactly this happened. My friend started spending more time with his new school friends, drinking and doing drugs. As time progressed, I heard a terrible story of how on New Year's Eve, my friend had stabbed someone after being in a fight with a bunch of guys. Why would he be carrying a knife in the first place? However, there was more to the story than it would seem. Rather than my friend maliciously attacking someone for no reason, it appeared he was with his girlfriend, and she had been attacked first by a bunch of people. In order to protect her, he used self-defense to save them both. It reminded me of the days when I would protect him against his enemies. Of course, the difference was, this was not a made-up world in his backyard. The local papers cast my friend as the antagonist of the event, and his whole family suffered for it. And they probably will for the rest of their life. Eventually, in a final effort to leave it all behind, the family was forced to move out of town. Although in doing so, they left me too. I still have no contact with my friend, and I will probably never see or hear from him again. It seems so unfair that someone's life can be completely ruined when all he wanted to do was protect someone he loved. In a way, he's kind of a hero. At least to me he is. Not many people would have the courage to stand up against a group of enemies like that. He made a split-second decision to save that girl's life, therefore forever changing his. Even though he can never return, I know that wherever he is, he'll be starting a new journey with the love of his life.